with a little
역시 SPL
asterisk.
선수가 무서운 팀이다라는 이런 이야기가 들릴 수 있게끔 해야 되거든요.
그럼요.
네, 자신의 연승을 이어갈 수 있고.
Alright, here's the Protoss. Here's the Protoss. Alright, yes, that's Hydra. Yes, good, good. Hydra, good. Is it just me or is the screen flashing green? Or am I just like having a seizure? It's gonna be Terminator, aka Sang. I'm gonna call him Sang because only Flash me use the name Terminator. Oops. Or you can just call him like Rocky guy, Rocky theme guy. It's gonna be Hydra versus Rocky, guys. Hydra versus Rocky, a ZVP, start off the StarCraft 2 set. Now, CJ does need to win this best of 3 if they want to take it to an ace match. Otherwise, Team 8 will take it. By the way, it's quite nice today because I took the day off work since I went to WCS this weekend. So I don't have to worry about like running away halfway through an ace match. I can just chill, chillax, hang with you guys, and watch some StarCraft. Is there any like GSL / GSTL on today? Let me actually have a look. TL calendar. Oh, XGTL. That's not right. That's I guess not. Man, it should be GSL today. I bought the year-long ticket, but I haven't been able to use it that much yet. I mean, I've watched like a bunch of VODs, but I want to watch like the high-quality live stream. But I'm always at work when it's on, so I'm just like, my life is woe. First world problems. So Hydra's gonna be spawning as the Red Zerg at the top left? Looks like we are on Entombed Valley. Yep, Red Zerg at the top left. And Sang, aka Terminator, will be the blue Protoss at the bottom left.
예, 신동원 선수는 스타2에서 한 경기만 했었죠. 그게 이제 프로토스전이었는데 그 경기를 패했었고.
Alright, so it looks like we're just gonna have a Forge Fast expand here. The pylon's a little bit back and left, so I think he might like wall in from the to his ramp rather than walling in the entire top of the ramp. So it's basically like the two different walls you can do. So if you look, goddamn, I keep moving away, but it's basically like from the left side of his ramp, wide ramp, to walling to his narrow ramp, if that makes any sense. And I think that is slightly safer, at least against early aggression, since that wide ramp is pretty darn wide. To build like 12 buildings there to wall it in. Be careful with that probe guy, taking some damage. So, probe guy sees that no super early pool, there's just going to be standard 14 pool from Hydra. And probe guy going to be annoying, block this natural, so the drone's just going to go over to the third and plant the hatchery there instead. Very standard stuff. Yeah. It's really quite cool how this has become the standard in StarCraft 2 ZVP, after being the standard for so long in Brood or PvZ. Man, I actually remember so clearly, like in the very early days of StarCraft 2, like patch 1.1, patch 1.2. I think I was actually, I might have even just been talking on stream about how I was like, man, do you guys think like in Brood or in PvT you can go like 12 next like we saw today. I was like, man, do you think it's ever going to be possible to like Nexus first in any matchup? And people were like, no, you won't ever be able to do that. StarCraft 2 isn't Brood War. You can't do fast expanding. Because that was the time when everyone was just like forgating and doing other silly things. And now look at where we are, 15 Nexus and PvZ and all that good jazz. And even in PvT as well, if you're like MC or someone crazy. I should have remembered who I was arguing, or not arguing, but who I was discussing that with, because then I could have, told him he was wrong. Anyway,
저가 이제 감염충의 만화가 계속 찾아보면
So the first queen is gonna head over. And we do just see a standard wall in. So actually it looks like he wasn't going to do the wall in that I described earlier. He's just going to wall in his wide ramp, sticking an extra pylon on the end there. So he does have extra power.
정말 그 웅진의 저그, 웅진의 테랑, 웅진의 프로토스들은 정말 여러 가지 그런 전형된 형태의 플레이들을 참 잘 보여주고 또 그런 게 결과에도 나오는 것
Pooping after
같아요.
creep tumor.
여왕님,
Yeah.
힘들게 여기까지 오셨어요.
Should have enough energy for an inject as well in a bit.
기지를
So she
수비하기
spent so much time
위해서는
walking
여왕의 존재는 뭐
to that base.
그러고 나서 이제 첫 가스 빨리 지으면서 이제 저글링 생산 이후에
And yeah, people in the chat are saying it's a lot to do with the maps, and I definitely agree with that. And ooh, look at this, fast Twilight Council, super fast Twilight.
그렇죠.
Might be seeing some DT follow up here. He hasn't taken his third and fourth gas yet though. Might want to take those shortly. Oh, just as I say that, taking his third gas. Overlord in good position to check those gases, and I like how the Twilight is hidden kind of at the bottom left of the main, just keeping it tucked away there, trying to hide it from the Overlord. In the meantime, Zerg's just going to drone up as normal. He's getting wing speed already though, so getting pretty quick wing speed here, and it is in fact going to be a Dark Shrine here, so we're going to see a DT opening for our Protoss player Sang. Now, is Hydra going to be able to defend this? Where's his other Overlord? Okay, so he's got one Overlord checking the third and fourth gas. He's got one Overlord at the third base of the Protoss, kind of next to the geysers there. So he'll probably fly that one like into the main base, but I feel like the angle he's going to go at is going to be like more northwards. I don't know if he'll be able to see the hidden tech there, but he does have the other Overlord actually going in from the other side. Stalkers are in position to intercept this Overlord, but not the other one. But the other one will take quite a while to get down there to see the tech, so it's probably going to get intercepted. But we do have an evolution chamber on the way, as well as the lair. The lair is actually almost finished now, so you know, it should be in time to get some overseers for those DTs. You know, even if he doesn't get them right away, he will be able to make some emergency overseers without losing too many drones, hopefully. And yeah, absolutely no idea that this is coming. Only saw one gateway even. And it looks like some lane's going to take down this this proxy pylon, but it looks like the DTs are warped in. Absolutely no idea that those are there. And there we go, 4 DTs moving in here. There's a spine crawler on the way, but that's not going to be very useful without any detection. And actually, oh, he's got one spine crawler there as well. I think this was probably, yeah, it's just 2 spine crawlers at the natural, 1 at the third. No detection. There is an overseer morphing. Where is it? The overseer though, it's gone into the Protoss main, and now the DT is going to start going for the hatchery. They're just going to go straight for the hatchery. And actually, I think he might be able to get this hatchery. There's not going to be detection in time to save the hatchery. No, there is an overseer in the main base as well. The drone's going to attack, but the DT is doing so much DPS to the hatchery. Will they be able to get the hatchery? The hatchery, it's so close. Is it going to go down? The hatchery, is it going to go down? Oh, the hatchery goes down. 1 DT remains. Oh man, there was detection, but there was just far too much DPS from those 4 Dark Templars. And they do take it down, and 1 DT even is somehow snuck into the main. I don't even know when that got there, or how that got there. It must have just like run past the natural or something. There's an overseer in the main base. It looks like Hydra saw it or something, but might have forgotten about it, and that could come back to bite him later if there's a big engagement and the DT just runs in and kills a bunch of drones. Fortunately for him, StarCraft 2 is not quite as crazy as Brood War, where like the DTs don't even give a sound when they're killing drones. By crazy I mean like kind of imbalanced. So at least he'll get a warning when the DT starts killing stuff. So that is a pretty huge blow to Hydra there. I mean, he's now like kind of distance mining from his third base. He has remade the hatchery there, but it's still not quite done yet. And now a Warp Prism coming in with 3 Stalkers and a DT. Perhaps going to go do some more sniping there. But he's going to get spotted now. He's flying over the creep. Creep Tumor gonna see that guy. And there are a decent number of speedings on the map. Looks like the Overseer going out as well. Let's check it out. More spine crawlers on the way. But we do see a transition from Sang into getting Blink. I saw him also get some Immortals there, and it's like, oh, where's he gonna go? Where's he gonna go? Oh, he's gonna fly into the main base. Wait, no, just kidding. And oh, some Mutas are out though, and that's gonna put a stop to that there. The Link's gonna support from the low ground, but that War Prism, he just has to drop the units. He can't escape here. He's gotta drop them, and there the War Prism goes down with 1 Stalker still inside. 2 Stalkers gonna be sacrificed here, but that's gonna give Sang a little bit of time to react here, maybe make a couple cannons in his main base, and just warp another round of Stalkers. He does have Blink almost finished already, so he will have Blink in time to help defend against the Mutas, but he is also getting a third, so he's going to be a little bit spread out here. He's got to be a little bit careful. Look at this. His anti-air capabilities is like 5 sentries and a Stalker here. Not very much. Of course, oh no, I'm sorry. Actually, the rest of his Stalkers are at his natural. Okay, I was going to say, I don't know why he doesn't have more Stalkers, but he was actually positioning them perfectly to intercept the Mutalisks there, so very well done by Sang. Sang, I was going to say, looking pretty strong in this game so far. Going to wall on his third base as well. Good move there. The Lings looks like they wanted to come in from the side, but they are going to be stopped by that wall in, at least for a little while. And we still have about, it's actually very close in supplies, which is not so good for the Zerg right now. But he is still making Mutas. He's expanding again to a 12. Actually, double expanding to the 12 on the top right natural there. I wonder if it would have been better, instead of taking the 12 o'clock, that inside 12, to take the top right main, because generally when you go Muta Ling, obviously, since you're so much more mobile, it's better for you to take really far away bases. So if the Protoss does like move out with a big army, you know, you can afford to sack a couple of bases and still be fine, and it'll take them a while to kill a bunch. Whereas that 12 o'clock base, it's so open that I feel like maybe not the best expansion choice given what he's going for. Like if you're going for roaches or something, you know, that's fine. But if you're going for Muta Ling, you know, taking corner expansions, I think is much better. In the meantime, Muta's still flying around, still staying on this Muta Ling position here. But the Protoss is just turtling up on his 3 bases, so there's not too much that what's his face, the Hydra can do, as long as Sang's on the ball. Looks like Sang, meanwhile, gonna go sneak out with a DT here. I don't know if those Mutas actually saw the glimmer on the ground there from the cloaked unit moving past. But meanwhile, he is setting up a bit of a spine crawler wall here to defend his 12 o'clock. And looks like some Lings can move in here, but plenty of units to take care of that. I'm a little bit surprised that he's just kind of sitting outside his base though with those units. It's a little bit risky, getting kind of surrounded with Lings and taken down by Mutas. Meanwhile, it looks like on for an Archon as well here, getting 2 Archons in fact. I believe those were just from DTs. I don't think he's got a regular Templar Archives, so those are going to help quite a bit against the Mutas and Lings. Although I feel like he will want to get some, get a Templar Archives and get some Psystorm here pretty quickly, because once the Muta Ball gets too big, those Archons actually fall very quickly. And even if they're effective and the Protoss moves out, the Muta just go for a backstab, and you need something at home to defend. Like 1 or 2 Archons is not going to defend your base against a bunch of Mutas counterattacking. Unlike in Broodor, where like 1 Archon will kill infinity Mutas. That doesn't quite work in StarCraft 2. In the meantime, both players still about even in supply. I mean, they're both getting very close to max here. One looks like 181 supply now for the Protoss, 184 maybe for the Zerg. And the Zerg though, Hydra's tech is really slow. He's only just now started an Infestor, or an Infestation Pit rather, and I feel that that's a little bit slow. I mean, he's had so much time right now, and he hasn't, it's not like he's put on like a ton of Muta pressure, he's had to remake Mutas. He's been flying around with his Mutas, not really doing anything, and just not teching up. I mean, he's expanded a lot, he's on 5 bases now against the Protoss' 3, but without that higher level tech, when there is a straight up engagement, I feel like it's going to be a little bit tricky for him, although it looks like that is a lot of Mutas though. The Blink Stalker's moving in, but it's just so many Mutas. Hydra is just going for it right now. He thinks he has enough Mutas to take it, and it looks like he's actually correct here, but no, it looks like actually there were a lot of cannons there behind supporting, but he did kill a decent number of Stalkers. You gotta be careful when you engage straight up with Mutas like that. Man, this gives me bad memories of that WCS game this weekend, Famlet versus Orc, game 1. Presumably a lot of you guys watch this, so you know what I'm talking about. But looks like we have another big engagement here in the middle, and the Link's coming from the back! Oh, but it looks like there was a Blink still available, so they will blink out, but oh man, great move by Hydra. Just unfortunate that, unfortunate that Stalkers have Blink, I guess. The Lings are not going to move in, but oh my god, that is a lot of cannons. That is many cannon, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Sang has made like 1 trillion cannons in his base. And looks like meanwhile his ground army is actually attacking into the spine crawler wall here. The mutants and lings are not here to help defend. It's just the spine crawlers by themselves. That Immortal is doing massive amounts of damage. Where are the mutants and lings? He needs to bring them back to help defend. He's making 20 more Zerglings. That War Prism is also providing instant reinforcements for the Protoss. And it looks like this Stalker Ball is just a little bit too big. He's blinked into the natural base here. Hydra is moving in. Now he's moving in with the lings and the mutants. The blink was already used. I think that was a perfect time. And there's another blink. The spine crawler is doing a lot of damage on the back. And it looks like, is it going to be enough? The Protoss ball is shrinking rapidly. He's blinking back with his units. It's going to be so close here. It looks like the Stalker count is just high enough to ward away the mutants, but there's still a few spine crawlers left. If you can get that Archon, that'd be really helpful. The mutants now going back in against the Stalkers. It looks like some nice blink micro here from Sang. More lings coming out here. It's just desperation from Hydra to try and survive this attack. But there's a huge amount of lings coming out again. A lot of mutants reinforcements, and I think Sang should probably run away with these Stalkers. I don't know if it's going to be enough here, but no, it looks like it will be, barely. Man, this is just so close. A nice transfuse there before the Queen gets picked off by the Stalkers. And just with good, with decent blink Stalker micro, able to keep on the pressure. It looks like he might even just take out this natural hatchery of Hydra. Hydra just continuously streaming in more Zerglings. The mutants going in once again here. A few Zealots even being added to help buffer against the Zerglings. And it looks like this could be it for Hydra. He's losing the last of his Mutalisks. He's just going to commit here. He's not going to run away anymore. And that's going to be it. It looks like he thought about running away for a second there with his mutants, but the blink stopped that idea in its tracks. And that's probably going to be it. And the Zealots are dancing! The Zealots were on dance command. The Zealots were on dance. The Observer, I don't know if he actually caught that. He didn't zoom in on it, but the Zealots were dancing there for a second, guys. I swear they were dancing. Either way, this is GG for Hydra. Looks like Sang gonna take it. I mean, even if this attack somehow doesn't work, he's got the 6 o'clock as well, but no, GG from Hydra, and Sang takes the first game for Team 8. CJ Entis is now in a must-win situation. If Team 8 wins one more game, then they will take the series. Oh man, Hydra's tech was so late there, guys. Like people, you know, I'm seeing in the chat, people are like, "Oh, you should have fungled," but I don't. His infestation bit like just finished and the attack came. It's terrible.
팔게임단이 전반전에 좋았던 분위기를 계속 이어가는 상황입니다.
네, 뭐냐면 팔게임단 입장에서는 현재 분위기 좋은 전태영 선수도 아직 안 나왔죠. 핵심 에이스 이재동도 아직 출격 안 했죠. 이런 카드들 이겨줄 수 있는 카드들이 지금 많이 남아
This DT attack was pretty crucial as well, though, I guess. Taking down that third base so quickly already put Hydra behind from the beginning. I love how many cannons Sang made, though. This makes me happy. I love me some cannons.
스타트에서 뭔가 좀 반짝반짝하는 빛나는 신예들이 나와줘야 됩니다. 그리고 그 선수들이 나가서 이겨줘야 계속해서 이번 시즌에 좋은 성적을 거둘 수 있는 건데 그동안 연패가 이어지면서 하재상 선수 본인도 조금 마음이 심란했을 거라는 생각이 듭니다. 오늘 승리는 그런 하재상 선수의 마음을 좀 기분 좋게 만들어줄 수 있는 충분한 역할을 했다는 생각이 들고요. 자, 이렇게 해서 하재상 선수가 거두면서 전반전에 이어서 분위기는 8게임단으로 계속해서 이어지네요. 잠시 후 마무리가 될 수도 있겠습니다만 자, CJ가 다시 또 좀 화이팅을 외쳐줘야겠네요. 잠시 후 후반전에 두 번째 세트로 돌아오겠습니다.